Hi guys, today we are going to review a shoe that is technically not available in India. We have seen On running shoes in Flipkart and Amazon for a couple of years now, but they have mainly been outdated models. On is a recent entrant in the Indian running shoe market, but the latest and greatest shoes are yet to arrive in our shores. So we ordered their highest stat max cushion trainer from US, the On CloudEclipse.
On has had a history of not making cushion shoes, but their new offerings like Cloud Surfer, Cloud Monster and Cloud Eclipse are bucking that trend. We should let you know that this is our first On shoe. The reason we chose Cloud Eclipse specifically is because it uses a new geometry called Cloud Tech Face. On shoes have always stood out for their cutouts that they call clouds. But in Cloud Surfer, they introduce angular cutouts that sequentially collapse every time your foot hits the ground.
We have divided this review into 4 segments, talking about the 3 major components of a running shoe: upper, midsole and outsole. We will rate them in a scale ranging from bad to excellent. In the 4th and final segment, we will talk about the competition and value. Let's start with the stats. Myself Siddharth.
I am Anu and you are watching Jogger's Journal. On Cloud Eclipse has a stack height of 44 mm in the heel, 38 mm in the forefoot and a drop of 6 mm and weighs 285 grams in UK 8. The price ranges between 20 to 22,000 here in India. On says that the upper is made of polyester mesh which is dope dyed, a process which saves 90% water compared to conventional dyeing techniques. The words that best describe the upper would be open, unstructured, and to an extent wide. And these are not negatives in any way. In short, it's an accommodating fit. But we had to cinch the laces to get a good lockdown. Once the laces were tight, the lockdown was great throughout the run. No relacing or adjustment required. The upper feels like a dual layered mesh, specifically in the forefoot, and breathability was fine. One potential problem some runners are going to face is the location of the front lace eyelet. We encountered a similar issue in the Adidas Adios Pro 3, but because On's upper is roomier, we personally didn't have any concern. The upper is good.
The midsole of Cloud Eclipse is made of helium superfoam and comprises of dual-layered Cloud Tech Face technology. It also features a flexible speed board used primarily to stabilize the shoe. Let's break it down bit by bit. The helium superfoam that On uses does not have the same properties of superfoams like Zoom X or Lightstrike Pro, but it's more like a daily training foam. The remarkable aspect of this shoe is that it uses finite element analysis to determine the optimal midsole structure. Basically, On relied on computer-optimized cushioning to provide a balance between impact absorption, max cushioning and energy return. So how does it fare in real-world usage? It feels really good. On says that this is the softest shoe they have ever made, but the sensation we felt the most was bounce. Cloud Eclipse is really bouncy and fun. It doesn't provide nimbus or invincible level of softness, but the cushioning is balanced. Another notable observation was that even after 80 kilometers, the helium and Cloud Tech Face combination hasn't lost any resilience. We have tested the Adidas Switch Forward, which relies on a similar design, but its midsole does not have the same integrity and resilience as this one. In short, midsole is great.
Unlike the midsole, the outsole is more on the conventional side. There are patches of rubber in multiple areas, and honestly, it does a great job traction-wise. It also incorporates cutouts and channels for better impact absorption. We used the shoe in difficult conditions and the grip did not disappoint. The nylon speed board that sits between the outsole pads is exposed and is getting scuffed up during our runs. But we wouldn't worry much about its durability. All in all, we have very little to complain about. The outsole is great.
Now let's talk about the competition. Lately, the Ultra Max Cushion segment is seeing a lot of competition, and we can understand why. When you can get a 44mm stack shoe, why go for a 34mm one, especially considering the leg saving benefits high stack shoes provide? One alternative that competes directly with On CloudEclipse would be Puma's Mad Max Nitro. It has the updated Nitro foam, a supercritical PBA compound. When it comes to midsole softness, both these shoes are comparable But where Puma outscores On is the energy return.
Another shoe that falls into the same athleisure category would be the Ultra Boost 5X from Adidas. The latest Ultra Boost underwent a major redesign, which makes it the most runnable Ultra Boost till date. It gains 9mm in stack height while losing 25 grams. Boost has always been an energetic midsole, and it shines in the 5X. Ultra Boost is slightly firmer than the Cloud Eclipse and does not have the same stack. But looks-wise, they are equally eye-catching.
Which brings us to Cloud Eclipse's value quotient. Currently, it is available only on sneaker websites for 20,000 and above. If you're looking at it pure play as a running shoe, then of course it is expensive and borderline unreasonable. But On shoes have a certain street cred, which is catching on in India as well. So if you're looking for a cool, unique looking sneaker that doubles up as a great running shoe, then look no further because Cloud Eclipse is the shoe for you. See you in the next one. Thank you and goodbye.